Hi there, welcome to Daily Walk. I'm Amanda.
I'm Laney.
And today we have some very sobering discussion.
Yeah, we watched the memorial for Charlie Kirk today, and
Exactly.
I don't know, it's hard to describe it, isn't it?
Yeah.
I tell you what impressed me the most is just the people that turned out and showed their support for the work that Charlie was doing for the Lord. I didn't even realize how much influence Charlie had. I'd watched his videos before, but I still didn't realize how much influence he really had over so many people.
Nope.
And you've seen that today, just the outpouring. They filled the one stadium full. There's an overflow stadium.
Yep.
He said was at thousands in it.
Yep.
People outside, and you was going through videos today, and you seen lives.
Yep.
How many people was watching?
Hundreds of thousands.
Crazy.
Of views, and gosh, I would dare say probably a couple million people, at least heard part of what Charlie's life and ministry was.
Yeah, God bless him and his family, the ministry, and just the drive that he had.
Yeah.
Nothing was going to stop him.
Right.
And with that leading up to us now, I heard so many people that was speaking at that memorial, and all I kept hearing was revival.
Revival.
I mean, it's like it was on so many people's hearts today.
Yeah.
I mean, you could go through a whole list of people that mention revival. And my goodness, I think we witnessed something today that we just didn't imagine witnessing.
Right. Definitely marked in, history.
But, I mean, to me, today was the start of revival when you seen, hundreds of thousands of people come together live, and people watching online, and probably, like I said, who knows how many millions.
Exactly.
Seeing that day, if that's
So
not
many.
revival, that's
So many.
that brought Christianity together. It brought so many different Christians from different, towns and states and countries, and this, I mean, all those came together today, and at one time, and that's just amazing.
And you know what I found even more amazing is his ministry has went global, certainly at this point, but even before. But at the Utah Valley campus where the shot was, his tent was right at the Hall of Flags, which represent, I think, most of the countries from around the world because of the students that have attended there. So I thought that was pretty remarkable.
Yeah, it's just amazing what kind of influence he had, because he had such determination, and that was to carry out what God had given, the mission that God had given to do. But I mean, looking at that, just how many people mention revival. Revival. That really stood out, and I made notes, of that, and it was just amazing, like I said, to hear that. And I was talking to you earlier about, it says, the Bible says in Acts, God poured out His Spirit in the last days on the day of Pentecost. When they came together, God poured His Spirit out. I got it where I can read it. It says, Acts chapter 2, in the last days it shall be, God declares, I will pour out my Spirit on all flesh. And your sons and daughters will prophesy, and your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams. Even on my male servants and female servants, those days I will pour out my Spirit, and they shall prophesy. I will show wonders in heavens above, the signs on the earth below, blood and fire and vapor of smoke. The sun shall be turned to darkness and the moon to blood before the day of the Lord comes, the great and magnificent day.
Yeah.
God poured His Spirit out there in Acts chapter 2. I see God pouring His Spirit out now.
Yeah.
Like I said, and that goes back to them speaking about revival so much.
Yes.
The Spirit was, one of them even said, I'm not going to quote everybody because I don't get it wrong, but one of them said that they never spoke about Jesus so much in their whole life than they have in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I believe that's happened with a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
I think people's prayed that's not prayed in a long time. I think people's got on their knees that's not done that a long time. I think people's went to church or read their Bible or whatever that they not done a long time.
Yeah.
But my prayer is that we don't stop. We just don't get in the moment. And we get everybody sort of gets fired up a little while, then we let it burn out. We got to keep this movement going.
Yeah.
It's the movement of God. We gotta carry on the mission. Charlie started a great work from the Lord, and and we all got to carry it out. We can't let it go to waste or be in vain.
Yeah, and it's important to remember that revival starts in the home.
Mm-hmm.
Revival starts right here, and right here, and between our children and us, and between your homes and your families together. It starts with each one of us.
Yep.
And doing our own due diligence to remain steadfast and to always do the right thing and always be honest and no matter what that looks like, just to always stand for the side of right and truth.
Yeah, always stand for truth.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter. So don't ever think that, well, I can't do something that big. I can't, get out and do that kind. It takes all of us.
Mm-hmm.
It takes the person at home praying. It takes the person sitting in church praying.
Exactly.
It takes all of us to make it work. Not all of us going to do the same things or but it all comes together and works.
Right. I posted on my Truth Social account that you don't have to have a huge platform to do great things for God. All it takes is for you to love Him, first of all, to love God, and to be obedient to Him and His will.
Mm-hmm. Loving and knowing and obeying, right?
Yep.
I hope I had some encouragement to you today. Remember to read and pray and seek God's will.
And let's get excited because there is a move of God coming across this country and the world. And I certainly want to be a part of it.
I don't want to miss it.
Right. Yeah. Leave us a comment below and let us know your thoughts, how you're seeing God move in your life. And we will see you on the next one. Until then, bye-bye, friends.
God bless.